Yeah, I think it definitely means more this season than any other season that we've gotten it in the past 4 years. And I think just because of the adversity we face, the challenges, the injuries, just trying to have to grind out every single game, it definitely means a lot more.
Evina, what have you liked about your game these past 2-3 weeks, particularly since you did, brace that 6 in a row, as you said? What are parts of the game you think you really stepped up with and raised the game?
I think both defensively and just being more aggressive offensively. And just being ready for when my name is called. Sometimes I go in at the 4. Sometimes I go in. At the 1, 2, or the 3. So just being prepared, and just staying ready for whatever my team needs at that time.
Can you just talk about how you feel these days? You looked really solid and like you just kind of built each of the last 3 games. And you're feeling better and better and more comfortable out there.
Definitely, I feel more comfortable, and I'm just trying to be consistent for my team, and I really just go out there and contribute as much as I can in order for us to win.
Olivia, Gino mentioned how important the leadership of your senior class was in terms of keeping things steady. Can you talk more about how that developed throughout the year?
Yeah, I think it's developed a lot over the year just based off of the adversity we face. I mean, this is a pretty uncharacteristic season for UConn. And a lot of the stuff that we face this season, I've never even seen, past 4 years. So we definitely had to just step out of our comfort zone and figure out a lot of things in order to just kind of lead our team and just come out, with wins and just grind out certain things at certain points of the season. So I think, with the growth of our leadership, it really has kind of formed into something that we didn't even think, we'd have to do. Just something different, but definitely going in the right direction.
Evina, if you could add to that, especially since you sort of embodied that change that you sort of wrote.
It's been difficult for sure, I think, for everyone. But I think not even us. We've seen different people, different grade levels as well, the sophomore class, the junior class, just kind of step up. And like Liv said, not everything that happened, is stuff that we can't even make up, like really. From our bus breaking down to just some crazy things you can't even imagine. But I think everyone has handled this really well. But I think especially for the senior class, us being older, we knew we had a really big responsibility, bigger than normal, and just us having that title in itself. I think we all kind of knew that we really had to step up and just make sure everything was good on and off the court.
Aaliyah, can you, last year you had a bunch of freshmen on the team too, and these guys were the elder statesmen of the team. How much have they played a role in you getting acclimated to the team last year and then getting through this year? What can you say about these guys and personalities?
Yeah, this is really the seniors, they play a big role in our growth and development, and just getting acclimated with the team. As a freshman, it's first year in college, and especially in college basketball, so it's a huge and different atmosphere, and to look up to them is great and comforting. And but then also being a sophomore now and having freshmen underneath us, we still look up to the seniors and what they were saying with this being such a crazy year with all the challenges and adversities that they've never seen before. They handle it so perfectly, and they still make sure that the team's under control and we're still doing the things that we need to do to be successful.
You still go to them and ask questions?
All the time. Yes.
Evina, we saw Paige obviously dressed today and getting closer and closer. You guys have said that you expect to be nasty when everyone's back. Everyone's almost back now, so how is the rotation working? How is the confidence on this team developed, and where do you guys think you are heading into this final stretch?
I think everyone is feeling really good. I think at first it almost felt weird to have so many people back. We're used to playing with just 5 or 6 people, and we kind of just got used to that. So I think it's going to be another adjustment when we get everyone back, trying to adjust for everyone being back. But everyone is figuring out their role, what they're good at, and what their strengths are, and we've really touched a lot about that in practice. So I mean, I'm just excited for when that moment happens.
I mean, you're asked to play so many roles for this team, and you've had to do so many different combinations. I think you and Aaliyah are the only ones to play every game. So to do so many combinations. To have done what you did through 25 games, playing your best ball now. How satisfying is that for you at this point, as you're a week away from the postseason?
No, personally, it feels really good. And I think when anyone wants to play their best basketball is now towards this time of the season, going into March and early April. But especially just being a senior and just having be your last year. Definitely want to go out on a positive note, positive tone, not only for myself but my teammates as well. Just kind of just leadership wise and overall.
With the players back, are your roles more defined now?
Like with everybody back. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, with people back, man, that if you have 10 available, and you're playing 8, 9, does that make that easier for you?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I think anyone can kind of just play at any role at any given moment. Sometimes Aaliyah's out on the wing playing a guard position. Sometimes today in practice, he had me playing the 5. So you really just have to be ready for anything. But I think everyone here is really versatile. Liv especially is like a guard, forward, post, point guard. So everyone knows our stuff, and I think that's what makes us as a team so unique.
Was there something that triggered the change in you individually? Because when Paige first got hurt, everybody expected you to take over, and you struggled a little. But then, like we've all said, you're playing your best ball right now. Did something change?
I think a while ago I had a really good, deep, and vulnerable conversation with my position coach Morgan, and she had said something to me that just like really resonated with me. So I just have the same and a different mindset going into each and every game now personally, and just keeping the same aspects of I got to do what my team needs me to do, but personally, what she has said just really it sparked something inside of me. I think.
Is it too personal to say what it was?
No, but I'll just keep it between us.
I would say one of the biggest changes is just my mentality. Kind of realizing that, look, this is, like I said before, uncharacteristic season. You don't know what's going to happen, next game, next however many games away, or just whatever. So I think just kind of being prepared for anything, kind of having to be prepared for things on the fly, adjusting to things. It's just, it all comes into it. And I think that's really played a huge part in not only our leadership, the seniors' leadership, but just our overall growth of the team.
For me, I think that just going into every game with like a relentless mindset, because there's going to be a whole bunch of challenges. Someone might be hurt, or we may not have enough people. But just going into every game, we got to win this game, not think about the next or the one last time. Just focusing at going every game. Just focusing on every game. Yeah.
I think for myself, I think just enjoying the moment, really just enjoying the time with my teammates on and off the court, making memories with them. Because I think for me personally, that's what I'm going to remember. That's what I'm going to remember after I leave, and hopefully until I die, and things like that. So really just enjoying them, enjoying their presence and my time here.
Yeah, you mentioned the bus breakdown. I don't remember that in that previous that happened. When was that?
The Providence game, yeah. We we're going to the game in our bus. It didn't start, so we had to take Providence, had to send vans to come and get us. So we took like separate vans, and we're hopping out of like these little minivans out at the game. Yeah, like an AU vibe. That's what they remind us of. So just little things that no one would ever think that, college people or just UConn women's basketball would go through in general that we were going through.
Question for all three of you, but especially Ian, Liv, the seniors. You guys talk at all about expectations, winning 5 straight, March right around the corner, expectations or goals for the tournament? Or is that something you guys try to stay away from?
I think from coach, his big expectation or his point of emphasis is just our defense carrying on into March. That's really the only thing he's been very adamant about. We haven't really touched on anything else just because of, we don't know what's going to happen. So we kind of just do that by taking it day by day, practice by practice, game by game, and kind of just focusing in on the present, not too much on what's ahead. But what he's been really harping on is just carrying on our aggressive defense and just bringing that mentality into March.
To piggyback back off of that, just not making the same mistakes that we were making back in October, November, December, even January and February. Once we enter March, we really got to be on top of our A game, as every team is going to be. But really just going out there and getting it done. At the end of the day, if it's a dirty win, I mean, it's a win. So, and it's do or die at that point. So just having we all know that we just got to get it done.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy senior day on Sunday.
Thank you.
For all the guys, what was it like to have Kate back for you and we're off today?
It was great. You could feel her energy. She's still talking, but she never really stopped talking since. But no, it was great to have her back, and it's kind of like the whole team's coming back, and it's a good vibe.
I mean, a couple of those times, since Paige got hurt, you really had to pick yourselves up like off the mat, like the Georgia Tech, Villanova, and then you had tough games right after that, like you guys went to Newark to play UCLA 2 days after the Georgia Tech loss. How proud are you just that you guys have that in you, that fight in you, that you got to this point today to win the conference?
I really think that all the adversity that we've been hit with this year has gotten us to this point and gotten us to be such a strong mentally and physical team in itself. And like I said before, it hasn't been a UConn year. We haven't, just blown every team out by however many points. We haven't won every game. We lost an in-season regular game. That's not considered okay here. But this team, we've gone through it, but we went through it together. And we came out of it together. We're coming out of it together. So I think that's what makes a win like this and a win like this today, an in-season regular championship, it makes it feel really good.